Hey guys! Okay, believe it or not, the kids and preschool teams are already hard at work planning for VBS. It's gonna be the best week ever. It's gonna be June 4th through the 7th. We already have hundreds, I'm telling you, hundreds of kids signed up that will be here on our campus, and I am so excited about what God has in store. The stories we're gonna be talking about each day, we're gonna start with Jesus' birth. And then on Wednesday, we're going to talk about how Jesus calmed the storm. On Thursday, we're going to be sharing the truth that Jesus died on the cross and rose for us. And then on the final day on Friday, we're going to be talking about the exciting truth that we have a job, that God gives us the mission to go and share. And so we're planning all the fun activities, all the exciting ways we're going to share these truths with the hundreds of kids. But I will say, this week is possible because of great volunteers that sign up to be a part of sharing this truth with our kids. And so I want you to hear about why volunteering, why being a part of VBS is so significant and so special. And the best way I thought to do this is by talking to a couple of our awesome volunteers that are already signed up to be a part of VBS this summer. All right, so meet my friends. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay,
Yeah.
so y'all are already signed up to serve.
Absolutely.
Why? Why are y'all signed up to be a part of this week?
Well, it's the best week ever.
It is.
Especially with the Heights family. I was
Yes.
here last year. It's fun, it's exciting, but it's kingdom work.
Yeah.
Where we get to share Jesus with children and help them to build that relationship with Him.
Yes, so good.
Yeah.
What about you?
And she drives all the way from Valley View to
North
come help
of
serve just so we can do it.
I love it.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, and VBS is very special to me because I came to salvation in the 3rd grade at Vacation Bible School at my home church. And I still remember all of those faithful servants that poured into me, loved me, and shepherded me, and that they had fun when they were kind of leading us that direction. And just the joy that I remember as a kid, that I get to do that now as a mom, and just to do that for my own kids, but also be able to pour into others' kids, because we know that it takes a village to point our kids to Christ.
Oh, yeah.
And for me to be a part of that mission, I'm on board. First one signed up.
Amen.
And plus, I get to have fun outfits.
I know.
So
Yeah,
it's always good.
So you get to watch your grandkids. Like
I
you
do.
watch your talk about what that means.
Oh, how special is that? Especially watching my own daughter
Yeah.
have such joy in sharing Jesus, and then watching my grands just dance and sing and tell me their memory verses and their stories. It's just beyond a blessing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think there was a moment one time at this last VBS where my mom pulled me aside and we looked down the little row.
I want to cry.
And we saw my daughter, who we were in the class with, just uninhibited worship alongside one of her friends from school. And just how that just refreshed my heart, just to see that there was a safe a place for my daughter to do that, and to see adults doing that and enjoying Jesus' presence and doing that alongside friends. It's just a cool thing. Like, it's
so good.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, when you think about last summer, are there any specific stories that you're like, that was so meaningful to me? That really moved me.
Well, I always go back to the crucifixion and what Jesus did, and just having the kids' little eyes wake up to like, oh, Jesus died for me.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's what it's all about. And I want to love Him. I want to grow in Him, and just watching them sing and dance and having fun and having joy. Right. That's what I remember. Yeah.
You know, you brought up one of the things that I love about VBS is we talk a lot about going out into the harvest.
Yeah.
And that week of VBS, the harvest comes to us.
Amen.
It's hundreds of kids. And there are many stories of children hearing about this truth for the first time.
Absolutely.
First time.
Yeah.
And how cool that we have this opportunity,
Very
you know?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific memories?
I do. There was a sweet moment where we were talking about how Jesus washed the disciples' feet.
Oh, yeah.
And
That was
I
so
had this
sweet.
glorious idea to say, well, let's get some mud and bring it,
That sounds
and
like
bring
a
it
great-
into the church. And threw my feet in there and got them all muddy. And then I said, okay, who's going to come wash my feet? And to see them kind of understand what that meant, but then to translate that into Jesus not only served us, but he also washed our sins away. And he did that for you. And to see that their little eyes kind of grasp that truth was just a sweet moment. And to engage them in the story, to understand what that meant for him to do that. It was just sweet. And it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun
And
moment.
it was dirty and fun.
Yeah,
It was all
they
those
probably
things.
love that.
Yes. But
Yeah.
I remember that just being a fun moment. And Darcy asked me questions about that, about the reasoning why, and wanted to know more. And so just a sweet kind of moment just to say that they kind of got it. And they wanted to kind of digest it more as they left. So
What do you think it takes to be a great volunteer at VBS? Like, what do you think we're looking for great volunteers?
To show up and just allow God to show you how you, from the very smallest thing to great things. You don't have to be a great teacher. You don't have to even bring candy. You just show up and have joy in Jesus and show him what it's like just to learn and to grow in him.
Yes.
And, all ages.
Yeah.
And you don't want to miss out. Why would I miss out on serving with my daughter and seeing my grandchildren?
Yes.
So just say yes.
Say yes.
You will be blessed beyond what you can imagine.
Yeah, your presence
You'll be
matters.
tired.
Yeah.
You'll be tired. But you'll be
But
fine.
even speaking to that, like availability, there's a verse in Proverbs 11:25 where it says, "A generous soul will prosper. He who refreshes others will himself be refreshed."
Oh, that's
and
good.
just generosity of your time, your energy, your finances, your whatever resources that you have to offer. And being able to show up and be available to these kids, that you will be tired, but you will be refreshed.
In a good way.
Your heart will be refreshed and just re-energized just to go back in and do what God's called us to do. But availability, I think showing up has meant a lot to me growing up. This lady did it a lot for me.
Oh, I know.
And so it's fun for me to be able to be a mom now, just to engage and do the same thing as well.
That is great. VBS, being a part of it is incredibly significant. It will bless you. It will bless you. And we would love for you to come. There are lots of opportunities to serve. You can be a small group leader. There's some prep nights that we're gonna do. There's some greeting opportunities, some spaces in our move activities. There's lots of different opportunities for you to give of your time and talents here this week at the Best Week Ever. Sign up at theheights.org/VBS today.